Hey yo guys, what's up? It's Parthenax here. We're back for more Dragons and Dinos. This is episode 11, and I got some new shades. I did a little bit of work off camera, just put onto the house minutes. No, that was like maybe 10 minutes. 30 minutes. 10 to 30 minutes, I should have said. But obviously my brain had other plans. Like Spike. Made these two machines. They're just like that, iron casing, some redstone and iron, then some cobblestone, coal, with charcoal, and an iron casing. That's pretty much it. This produces RF based on charcoal, and then this shoots a laser. Here. But yeah. Other than that, I did a bunch of mining. I upgraded this hammer to have Paleontology 1. This is something planned for later. It's just a hallway at the moment. There's nothing in it. But I did a bit of work. I just mined out more of here. You can see there's a cave there. There was a chest right about here. That's where I got these sunglasses and stuff from. They make me immune to blindness, which is nice. They also give me half a heart, which is why I have a little orange heart on my health bar there. But yeah, that's about it. Other than maybe if I didn't show this bit last while, I did a little tiny bit of work. I just made there be a little bit of a walkway downwards. That's plans for later, though, regarding that thing. But yeah, so I don't really have an idea as in what to do at the moment, because I mean I've been sustainable now for a little while. Sustainable in the ways that I've been, just needing to, not really needing anything other than just I have space, I have metals and stuff, I have wood, I have this, that, and the other. I've just kind of not worked on any of the other mods yet, and seeing how this is now episode 11, I think we should get into it. I mean, we only got a little bit into Tinkers to show off the armory and stuff. We did bonsai trees and some drawers. We went to the nether. Did a little bit of fossil and archaeology, seeing as we did start to make a huge improvement. Here, it's in here. A huge improvement on the amount of DNA we have. I'm actually going to pull out all the non-dinosaur DNA now that I've done that. I did that a while ago. I don't know what I'm saying now, but I've done that. I will organize the DNAs later, but for now it's just a bunch of DNA like that. We'll just make it neater. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, let's put this here. Seeing as I won't use it ever, pretty much. Yeah. So the plan that I had was kind of changed when I realized, wait, that was already done. The plan was to do a bit more mining, but I obviously already did that, and I don't really want to continue mining, because, I mean, I don't want to spend every day mining. Organization I did, I don't know if I said that already. I do have manual manual cobalt and ardite in here. Obviously, I've made most of it into manual. But yeah. Actually, let me look up manual. When it comes to alloying, it's okay. It's 2-to-2 ratio. It's 1-to-1, and that's good to know. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know where to start. Like the idea for the park, But I do have the thought of maybe either starting here or over there on that side of the house for what's it called? It's the one with the NPCs. It's called Mine Colonies. Mine Colonies, yeah. I mean, seeing as we do have a lot of resources and stuff, and seeing as the mod doesn't use many non uh, non vanilla wood, it doesn't add like its own tree or something like that. I think we totally could start work. I mean, we could probably get, a high level town hall right off the bat. I wouldn't mind that, but I would also wouldn't mind maybe because they also work on food production themselves. The only thing I can see though is that because of ice and fire and stuff, there is the rotten eggs, but I don't know what they'll do with them necessarily. Because if I have a chicken, a person that handles the chickens, well, I might not actually build one, just for the sake of that, and whatnot. But I think we do have the ability to do a lot of stuff within this mod pack, with the mine colonies, not custom NPCs. As you can see, this is where I mean for the other option of going out here. There's a lot more space because the fact there's the mountains over there. So I was thinking over here was more likely, but at the same time, we also need a lot of space for the dinos and stuff. Also, there's a cave system right under here, which I thought was really kind of cool looking. So I'm going to keep this mountain here if I can. But yeah, you can see that this is a nice area, really. I think it would be best to do mine colonies here, but I would definitely flatten most of this out. I would not like it, because they do get confused on legends and stuff. So, yeah. And I really need to either just turn off the ability for pineapples to spawn, because good lord, look at all these pineapples. You'd think I'd just solely live off pineapples with the amount that are here. Like, look, there's even one generated in this structure. I've already figured this out. But yeah, you can just tell that there's a lot of opportunity with where we could place stuff, but I don't really have a plan just as of yet. Nor do I really have a look for a lot of the dino paddocks. I don't really know how I want to do them. I do know I want to do a Jurassic World reference with one of them. Well, two of them technically, but it actually also just makes sense to do anyways because, yeah, who wouldn't want to do it that way? Because they're going to look a lot better that way, and also make it a lot less work for me to just tear apart all that stuff just to place it back. As dumb as that sounds. There are a couple that I do have planned that'll probably just be, reiterations of the ones we already had. But especially with the ancient glass thing, I might not be able to do it as I did last season. I don't know if you can actually craft ancient glass. Actually, let's look that up. No, but it can be crafted into. It can be smelted into liquid glass. My guess is you can probably chisel it. So let's actually check that out. We could probably chisel normal glass into ancient glass. That might be a thing, but at the same time it might not be. But maybe the reinforced glass from Fossils and Archaeology can be chiseled into it. That would have made sense, actually, because they're the same strength anyways. One just looks a little different. Because you can see, I'm clicking and it's not, changing into a recipe. Like, I'm right-clicking, and that brings up recipes to do with it that you can craft with it. But left-click should show me how to craft it, but left-click doesn't show anything. As you can see, like, even... Okay, that's actually light glass surrounding it. Okay, I was wondering why it was just one single piece of glass. But yeah, you can see that it can be used as if it's just normal glass and everything. So I'm thinking it's probably able to be chiseled. But I don't know. I'm hoping it is, because that would make it a lot easier to get, because I kind of like I like that as a border more so than the reinforced glass. Just because it just, again, in my opinion, looks way better. And I like being able to see the house in the distance. That's nice. I mean, we weren't too far from it, still only a couple, maybe like, yeah, like just over 100 blocks away it was. Yeah. As you can tell, I really have no plan with this episode, as I've just been running around trying to find something to do. Because I don't want to dive too heavily into a mod, especially this early on. Because, I don't want something to go wrong with a mod where I'm stuck with this situation that I can't fix or something. But yeah. Alright, so... Yeah, I was gonna check if I can chisel glass, so... We do have ancient glass here. We have some stained gray glass here, I guess. We'll use that. I don't know if it's gonna show me. If it doesn't show me anything, then that's just that. Okay, so it can't be chiseled. It's as simple as that. It just can't be chiseled. And then there's also these different textures with the glass. Alrighty then. That's all we can do about that. So we only have 13 ancient glass. I believe we should have had 14, but it was my mistake. Yeah. I mean, when we had it as there's the stars coming out. When we had it with the whatchamacallit, the when it was down with diviners, we had ruins that really helped us out with getting blocks that we wanted for crafting, because I believe there was a structure. There was a structure in it. It was called a ruined Bronto pen. I never saw one. I don't think I ever saw one. And it was this gigantic paddock with a couple destroyed walls as if they eventually got out, kind of thing. And it was full of the revived trees and whatnot, and then a bit of the the ferns, the ancient ferns, and yeah, that was. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a new. It's not. But yeah, it would do that. Yep. Brain fart. What was I saying? Oh my god. I can't trust myself. I'm also gonna just get rid of these things. You guys don't understand. Yeah, let's clear that out. We also do have these guys to work with. The ancient Bronte dinosaur. So the ancient glass on it. It would have been an awesome thing to get, but I never got it. So yeah, I did look for it for a long time, like with adventuring and stuff. Remember, the series itself. I'm guessing because it did take up like a couple chunks. Because it was like, I think the short side was 52 blocks. So nearly 4 chunks there, but the long side might have been anywhere between 5 and 7 chunks, or spread between that. So it would have been really hard to find a place to generate it, but my guess is that maybe there were a couple where I walked over them, and what I mean by that is that it might have spawned underground slightly because of the fact that, like, it was so large that when I tried to place it, it picked one block that happened to be just a little underground. So maybe it was like a little cave entrance looking thing in the middle, but or wherever it tried to place it, and then ended up just putting it all underground. It would have been nice to get all that ancient glass, but I mean, there was just the line of boats in the line of nether boats, which was always the thing. Butterfly! Awesome, we're starting to get them to show up because of this tree. That was the entire reason I planted this tree, because I believe some butterflies like this tree. I know they like the cherry tree and one of the other ones. Silver lime or something like that. Yeah. I think of anything, we'll probably get into astral sorcery, which it's great that I just slept and passed the night. So we'll get right into the discovery. We've only done with this mod once, so if you don't like that I'm going over it again, sorry, but that's just how it is. So of course we have marble and sooty marble. Marble is just any 4 marble tiles like that. For some reason it's showing that you could use the brick to make it, but that's probably because this is all just shifting between, because there's a chisel as well, so we can just chisel it into this. You can see there's other types of marble. There's just like that with a chiseled marble, 2 marble makes a rooted marble, 3 marble like that makes a marble arch. Stairs, obviously. Engraved marble, which I honestly think looks really nice. I just never used it and anything. Slabs, that's pretty normal. But then there's sooty marble, which is coal surrounded by any type of marble. And it's got a few variants like that, which I think honestly contrast really well. But if we want to start, we need to get constellation papers. And I've already got this book where you're literally looking inside of it. These papers we need later, but of course we need to find ancient shrines. Scattered across the world are ancient shrines built from marble by civilization long past. Some of the most impressive shrines, featuring elaborate structures, have been located atop high hills and mountains, while smaller ones will have been dug up from under the sands and deserts. While they don't seem to be very special at first, it's told that many of them harbor old and sacred treasures. Unlike the legends, however, only a few old chests and stories of strange floating crystals have ever been found. The floating crystals are quite bizarre. They appear to emit a constant shimmering starlight that flickers in an eerie and enchanting way. There is little doubt that these crystals are artificial. Their true age and origin is practically impossible to determine, but after some observation, the crystal energy seems to be fixed in their alignment with the stars. Not even the tiniest sliver can be chipped from the crystals in these shrines, not even with the most destructive methods. The behavior of these crystals also seems strange. The light they emit appears to ebb and flow like water in response to certain objects being nearby. Maybe placing a crafting table close by would yield something interesting, which would be the first thing we want to do. But of course, we also want to bring 2 marble to aquamarine and then ender pearl. So, first off, we want to bring I didn't want to grab 2, I wanted 1 and 2. And bring a crafting table. Next we need is 2 marble, which we can just go upstairs. Pull that. Oh, wrong one. There. We can also chisel it between these 2 different marbles. The one from marble from chisel, and then there's astral sorcery marble. Which is why you see so much marble underground when I go underground at all. Like you can see some poking out there. I think that's chisel marble there. But there's astral sorcery marble and stuff you can see sometimes in the hills and whatnot. I believe it starts spawning in just below level 63 or something like that. Our house is at 64, I believe. Yeah, 64. So we got 2 marble. We need 2 aquamarine and an ender pearl. Aquamarine is right there. 2 aquamarine and an ender pearl. Now, I do have 1 map, I think. Nope, cancel, wrong thing. There's the Astral Deserts. Yeah, we need to go up into the mountains to find one. Have I found one nearby? Is there one nearby in the mountain? Is there one over here? Yeah, there's the one place. There's one right there. There we go. That's the best place to go. I'll turn on the Dreadforge waypoint. It should be that one that way. Yeah, there it is. Dragonforge dungeon. That should be I think they can spawn as either a fire one or an ice one. I don't remember exactly. All I know is that ice ones are actually probably the hardest one to get. But I do like the effect the most. It'll be the most useful to us in that we will be able to freeze enemies. Like, it's kind of the difference between like freezing enemies and making them immobile entirely. Even if they can move a little bit, they're very slow. And then there's like extra damage event against enemies in the nether, I believe. Because, like ice cold against fire. But like a stronger cold, technically. Because it may be the fires in the nether, but it's still technically like a colder temperature. Ice dragon fire. So, like that. I mean, that's what it's technically using, is ice dragon blood to basically make the heat of it. And when I say heat, it may be confusing because honestly, I get this mixed up all the time too. Heat is actually not just for warmth. It's also the word for like. It's actually the word for like the amount or unit of energy. Might be confused as to why I'm using the hammer. I don't know honestly either. I was just smacking things. Actually, it would be good to get the XP on it, so I guess that makes sense as well. I'm trying to remember which way I actually went when I adventured the last time. I believe I went that way and then just kept going. Yeah, because it's somewhere over there is where I entered the area where dragons can start spawning. Alright, so we're here. If I just place this here, yeah, you can see it's starting to do it. Which now means, oh, I got another piece. Oh, right, I just picked up a piece of marble from the thing. There we go. So now we got our first bit of astral sorcery things. And, I hate doing this, but I gotta smash that. I'm going to alter this. Alter. to the stars. A way that may seem purely destructive, but trust me, it is for more creative needs. It'll help us if we do a little bit of redecorating here. And then I really should have done this. I should have taken off the water first, but now I need to. Oh, no, that's not. It needs to be one block higher to be able to hit the water there. There we go. Oh. I was tempted to just make because you can make, with one of the mods in here, you can make a really quick cobblestone generator. At the same time as you can also make a really quick, just a block. You can use a block placer to make like a thing where you, what you do with it is you, ow. Did I leave anything in these chests? As well, just thought about it. There we go. Now this has got access to Starlight, which is whatever civilization it was that made these originally kind of forgot that they needed to do, was to give that crystal access to Starlight. My guess is they thought it might be bad to just leave it permanently having Starlight if they left the temple, or left this altar here. Which would make sense. You should be worried about that kind of thing if you're building a temple. Even if it isn't a temple for political ideologies or anything like that. It's an understandable problem that they had, obviously. That's probably why they put it on hilltops as well, is because they thought they might be the only people that can get up to it. I will put an actual way down here eventually, but for now that's actually pretty much all we can do with this altar. It does look nice, though. It does look really nice. But actually, that is all the time I have for today's episode, I believe. Thank you guys for watching. It is now becoming night. Perfect time for us to sorcery stuff. But I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we will start working with our own little altar. Bye-bye, guys.